right. Well, you better come on to surgery. Well, we'll manage to squeeze you in somehow.
I'll take it. Hello?
Well, I'd better have a look at that boil on your back. So nip behind the screen, will you, and strip off. Yeah.
Here we are, Mrs. Grover. Come back next week. And the next one, please, Sue.
Dr. Maxwell's surgery?
Next, please.
I'm next. I don't mind being kept waiting, but I did have an appointment.
No, you didn't.
It's all right, Mrs. Baxter. Come and sit down, please.
How about some coffee?
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have tea.
Yes.
It's my chest, Doctor.
I thought it was your legs.
No, that was last week. Yes, do you know, I think it's some green pills that the Major gave me. That's what brought it on, my chest.
Green pills? I wonder what those could be. Well, let's have a look at your notes. Sue. Oh, damn.
It's all right, Mike. I'll get the notes.
Thanks. Mrs. Baxter, I'd like to examine your chest, so if you just pop behind the screens and take your finger. Any luck, Paul?
No. Oh, sorry. With you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't realise there was anybody there. I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Baxter. Sit down, you'll be all right.
It's not good for my heart, Doctor. Oh, I've come over all queer.
This is a big one. A boy like that must be very painful.
Paul, did you find Mrs. Baxter's note?
Oh, no.
Did you look under B's for box?
Yeah, all I found were these.
Gertrude!
Evening, Major.
Hello, Mrs. Baxter. Sue asked me to bring these in.
Oh, coffee. Well, never mind.
OK, call back in a week, will you?
Ah, you found my old gardening shoes.
Ah, coffee.
I thought I'd lost those. Where did you find them?
Under B for boots.
Really?
We were looking for Mrs. Baxter's notes. Do you know where they are?
Yes, you'll find those under M.
Under M?
For Emily.
Why M?
M for Monday. She's one of my Monday clinic regulars.
Isn't that rather confusing?
No, not at all. I can place my finger on any of my patients within a matter of seconds. You'll find that you won't go very far wrong in this game if you've got an ordered mind and an efficient filing system. That's one of the things you pick up in the army.
Yes, like athlete's foot.
Yeah.
Found them. Here they are.
You see?
Filed under K.
Of course. K for kidneys. Simple. Well, I must be off now. Thanks for the coffee.
Has Daddy been helping out?
No.
Oh, Sue, go and see what's going on out there, will you?
Hello.
Hey, sorry.
Here, I say. No kill jumping here.
Oh, that's all right.
If you please.
Just a social visit.
It's all right, Mrs. Baxter. This is Dr. Stuart Clark, an old friend of ours.
Him? A doctor? Well, he looks more like Danny LaRoe.
You appear to be busy.
Yes, do you want to lend us a hand?
Why, is there a job here?
Only if our senior partner snuffs it.
Well, see what you can do to hurry him on his way, will you? Slip a little something in his cocoa. I need the work.
Dick, this is Sue, our senior partner's daughter.
What? Oh. Oh. How do you do?
Hello. Nice of you to drop in, but we're extremely busy.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I just popped in to see if you lads fancied a jar round the corner. Later, of course.
Great. Well, we'll just get rid of the rabble and then we'll join you there.
Rabble? Well, now I've heard everything. I'm not staying here. And when next I call, I shall insist on seeing the Major. He wouldn't call me rabble.
No, he'd probably have a much better word.
Well, I'll just toddle off to the tap room. I'll see you two later.
OK. And the next.
Next, please.
Hello, sit down there, please. Now, what seems to be the trouble?
If you ask Michael nicely, maybe you'll shove the Major under a bus, then he can come in with us.
Who's the Major?
Our senior partner, Dr. Maxwell. Ex-army type. Boer War, I think.
Oh, come on, he's not that bad, Mike.
Well, you must admit he's rather behind the times.
Yes, I suppose he's a bit out of date.
Bit out of date? He's only just started using leeches.
Does he use the other surgery?
What other surgery?
I don't mean you all use that one room.
Of course.
Well, how many patients have you got on the list?
8,736. God bless them, everyone.
Well, it strikes me you ought to get modernised.
Yes, we ought to try modernising Major.
Oh, fat chance.
Well, it's worth a try. Where will we start?
How about a new ECG machine?
We haven't even got an old ECG machine.
No ECG? I I could get you one cheap, £5.
Really?
When you get one for that price?
The last practice I was in, they've got an old one they want to get rid of. It's a bit rusty, but it works.
But if it works, why are they getting rid of it?
They're getting the whole place modernised.
That's what we should do. Are they chucking out anything else we could use?
Yes.
What?
Me.
Mike, what on earth are you doing?
I'm reorganising the filing system.
Why?
I'm putting all the cards in alphabetical order, then I can find them whenever I want them.
But I could always find them.
Yeah, well, now it'll be much easier. You see? A, B, C, D, E, F.
Don't tell me. G.
Correct.
Well, why aren't they in the filing cabinet?
Oh, give me time. I've only just got them sorted out. Besides, those cabinets need cleaning. Do you know what I found in this one? Bowler hat. Ah!
Serves you right. Anyway, surgery's due to start. Are you ready?
Wheel them in.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's that?
An electrocardiograph.
Ah.
An ECG machine. It's for taking electrical readings of people's hearts.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know what it's for. Oh, yes. Good old ECG. Yes. Where'd you get it?
I bought it for the practice. It was very cheap.
Oh, good man. Good. ECG machine, eh? These chaps are like second nature to me, you know. There wasn't a book of instructions by any chance, was there?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, never mind. It's just that it's a particular model I'm not particularly familiar with. Well, hello. Still, soon master it, eh?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
It's my legs again, Doctor.
Oh, yes. All right, Mrs. Baxter. We'll have you fixed up in a jiffy. Give me Mrs. Baxter's card, will you, Doctor, please?
Certainly. Won't take a moment.
What on earth are you doing? Mrs. Baxter's card should be in the same drawer as the mousetrap.
Well, it's not now, you see, because I've been tidying up a bit. But what did you want to know?
I wanted her ECG results, that's all.
Well, we've got our own machine. We can do an ECG ourselves.
Yes, of course.
What is it?
It's only an instrument for taking a few tests. Now, sit down, Mrs. Baxter. Here you are. Now, there's nothing to worry about. All perfectly simple and straightforward.
Oh, I only hope you know what you're doing.
Sorry, now be quiet. Dr. Maxwell and Dr. Upton will be with you in a minute. They're just a little tied up at the much longer.
Right, now we've just got one lead left, and that goes,
On your chest.
on my chest. On Mrs. Baxter's chest. Perhaps you ought to take a few clothes off.
Yes, let's just help you off with your cardigan,
Yes.
shall we? No, you'll have to go down there.
I suppose we should have thought of this before we wired her up.
Yeah, well, never mind. I think we can get a reading without that lead.
Can we? Yeah. Right. Shall I switch it on?
Oh, my God.
There we are. Nothing seems to be happening.
No.
Oh, take me out of it!
Oh, well, hang on.
Take me out of it!
Be quiet, Mrs. Baxter. No, it's not going to work. I don't know why you bought this thing in the first place.
Well, I bought it to modernise the practice.
Modernise the practice?
Yes, you see, I thought, Paul and I thought that we should modernise the practice, and perhaps we should have a talk about it.
Yes, perhaps we should.
Dr. Upton, how much longer are you going to be? There's a queue of patients waiting outside.
Oh, well, just a second, Stu. I'm nearly ready.
It's all right, just the electrocardiograph gone wrong. I'll get it working in a jiffy.
Perhaps it would help if you switched it on at the mains.
Michael,
Thank you.
you invite me out for my usual Saturday evening tipple. We bump into the Major, we spend the whole evening chatting him up and buying him drinks. You don't even have to buy me one. Now, what the hell's going on?
All right. And another pint, please.
Thank you.
I want to get the Major in a good mood because I want to ask him something.
What on earth do you want to ask him?
Well, I had this great idea during surgery. Now, look, you just pack me up.
Yeah, but what's
right?
the idea?
Look, no hand.
There we are. Number 8.
Thank you. I don't drink very much these days, you know. I used to drink considerable more when I was in Africa.
Major?
I've done quite a few tonight, haven't I?
Yeah.
Not that there's anything the matter with drinking, as long as you know when to stop.
Oh, yes.
Do you know when to stop?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Oh, you'll be able to tell me then.
Major? I think you'll agree that the new filing system is an improvement.
Oh, yes, I'd agree to that.
And the ECG machine will be a big help.
Yes, I'd agree to that, too. I'd agree to anything tonight, dear boy.
Would you? Well, Major, we thought that because the surgery gets so crowded, what with all the new equipment and so on, well, we wondered if we could convert what is now... Didn't we, Paul?
What? It's not my idea, whatever it is. Have another drink, Major.
No, thank you, no. I really mustn't drink any more whiskey.
Right.
I have a brandy. Yeah, go on, dear boy, what were you saying?
Well, we wondered if we could, if you didn't mind, convert what is now your den into a second surgery, so that it then would become a second surgery.
Make that a double, would you, dear boy? I'm sorry, but go on.
Well, that's it, if you don't mind.
Mind? Well, I don't mind at all. Do whatever you want. I think it's a very good idea.
Great.
Fellow waving to you over there. Tall chap, bobbing up and down.
Thought I might find you here. Have you got me my job then?
No.
Oh, hasn't the old buffer snuffed it yet?
Dick, this is Dr. Maxwell.
What?
No water. Oh, I beg your pardon.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do? Call me Major.
Major?
Still out of work then, Dick?
Yes.
I suppose you'd fancy being a doctor, would you?
I am a doctor.
Oh. Oh, well. Perhaps you can take my job over then. That is, if you don't mind working with these two maniacs.
I don't think I'm that desperate.
They work a bit fast for me, you know. As a matter of fact, everything's working a bit fast for me these days. You realise that before very long I shall pack up and retire?
Really?
Nonsense.
Oh, yes, I shall. Yes, I'd like to do a spot of salmon fishing. I'd rather like to go back to Africa and see the pygmies again. I'd love to see some of those little pygmy children again. Of course, they'd be grown up by now. Not that that makes much damn difference. They're a marvellous sight, you know. Jumping over those 6-foot waterfalls on their way to spawn.
Pygmies?
What? Salmon, I'm talking about. I have my eye on a little cottage in Hereford, you know, on the river what's-her-name.
Why?
Well, I didn't really know why. Just that it's my idea of heaven, I suppose. Oh, yeah, a little thatched cottage, birds singing in the trees, a dog by my side. I'd spend my last days fishing. A cozy little den with all my own knickknacks. And evenings I'd be able to sit down by an old log fire. That's my idea of heaven. I think I'd better go and have a pee.
See? It was all for it.
For what?
Well, we can have his den. There's a second surgery.
Oh, Michael, you're not going to take his little den from him, are you?
No.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind going this very weekend. But I don't suppose you could do without me, could you?
Oh, yes. We can manage easily.
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, not easily, but, look, you go fishing and we'll get on with the improvements.
Perhaps I shan't come back at all. Then you can take over my job.
Right, that's settled then. While he's away, we can get on with the new surgery. Dick, you doing anything this weekend?
No?
Do you want to help us?
No.
For money?
Yes.
Good. We won't actually pay you, but you can keep on our floor for a few days free.
Oh, what a kind offer.
Now, Michael, just hang on. You are positive the Major knows you're taking his den from him, are you?
Yes, of course he does. He's not as sloshed as he looks.
Right, all right. A lot of fellas dressed up as women in there.
Okay, where do we put this lot then?
Well,
Come on, make up your mind. This is heavy.
yeah.
Tea break. Tea, Michael.
Hang on, I'm stripping.
Pardon?
The wallpaper.
There's a hell of a lot of junk in there.
These things mean a lot to my father.
Oh. Sorry.
There we are. Oh, that's a start. Oh, great. Any chance of a ferry cake?
I'm saving one specially for you.
Mike, the service is awfully good here, and I was thinking as the Major offered me his job, I might take him up on the offer.
Dick, you're welcome to my floor till Sunday, but you better be out before the Major gets back, otherwise he might feel you're moving in on him.
Okay, turn me out into the cold, ragged and penniless, I don't care. But at least give me half your fairy cake.
It's for Michael.
Oi, give us a hand.
Oh, hold that.
Dear, dear.
Hello? Anyone at home? Hello? Sue? Sue? I caught a monster here. You can cook it for supper. Oh, perhaps not. Well, what's this? I suppose I could stick it on with glue. They've cleared out my den. My den. Where is my den? Dr. Stewart. My God, he's moved in. Into my den.
Daddy! Daddy, is that you? Where are you? Did you have a nice time?
It's all gone. They've taken my den.
Well, don't you like it? There is going to be some furniture in it. Look, there's going to be filing cabinets over there and a new leather couch.
Oh, it's going to be a surgery, is it?
But you knew that, didn't you? Michael talked to you last week at the pub and you said yes.
Last week. I'd have agreed to anything that night. I'd had a bit too much to drink, and you know how I get. Yes, I do seem to remember something about saying they could have the den for a surgery.
And you didn't mean it?
I don't know. It's not just the den, though. I remember I said something else.
What did you say?
I said that Dr. Stewart, what's his name, could take over my job.
Oh, no, Dad. Surely you were only joking.
Well, I thought I was. But he's here already, isn't he?
But he's only here for a few days, isn't he?
No. He's here to stay, Sue. Natural enough. Mike and Paul would prefer to work with a younger man.
Oh, how could they? Next time I see Michael, I'll kill him.
No.
Hello, Major.
Don't worry, she'll get over it.
What? You don't like it, do you?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's fine. I'm sure it's just what you wanted.
But it's for all of us.
Exactly, for all of you.
And you?
Oh, no. Not really, it isn't, is it? Eh?
Well,
No. I'd just be in the way. Anyway, give me a chance to do some more salmon fishing. Perhaps one day I'll catch a big one, a really big one. As big as that one in the You're not throwing that away, have you?
no, it's in the dustbin. It's quite safe.
Well, don't worry about me. I'm happy to go.
I don't want you to go.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Is this what you want?
No, it isn't. Take it away. We're not having a new surgery. What? I want all the Major stuff out again. And take it away. Bring it back.
Eh?
The Major's stuff.
Look, I'm an old man and I'm getting very confused.
Oh, you're not an old man.
Can't we agree about anything?
Yes. Look, I made a stupid mistake, right? I should never have suggested a new surgery in the first place. This is your room. And it's staying your room and you're staying. Aren't you?
I don't know.
Where do you want this?
Put it in the corner over there.
Right.
So you are staying?
If you say so.
You're all right now?
Yeah. I must confess I was a little bit upset when I found my antlers in the dustbin. But what really did it was that new partner of yours.
What new partner?
Oh, hello, Mike.
Him.
Evening, Major. Bet we gave you a bit of a shock, eh? Anyway, must dash. Got to catch a betting shop. See you.
He's a cool customer. Just walks in and takes another man's job. Still, I suppose he's a much better doctor than I am, isn't he?
No, he's ruddy awful. Look, I'm a young man and I'm getting very confused. You didn't think Stuart Clark was going to take over from you, did you?
Have I made another of my silly mistakes?
About the silliest ever. He was only staying for a few days, helping us to clear out your den.
Where do you want this?
In the corner.
In the corner, yeah.
Oh, God, I wish I didn't drink so much.
So it's all sorted out now?
Yes, yes. And I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Do me a favour, though. Please go and tell Sue that everything's all right and we didn't try to force you out and you've got your den back.
Look, Mike.
Yeah?
I think I'd like you to have your new surgery.
No, honestly, I don't want to.
No, look, I don't need to be seen in it much. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. But it would be good for the practice, wouldn't it? We really need it, eh? Come on, be honest now.
In the corner?
Yeah?
Right, everything out again.
No, please, be careful with that, old man. Reminds me of my dear wife.
Where do you want her?
I'll find somewhere.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, of course I'm sure. Of course I'm sure. A two-way medical service. Homely, old-fashioned treatment, and slick modern methods, both in the same practice, eh? You and yours, your surgery, and me and mine. It's a good idea, yes?
Yes. I'm sorry about all this. You find your way?
No, whose rotten idea was this?
I'm going to have a word. Now, mate, look, as far as
I'm glad you chaps dropped in. Look here. I think we should buy one of these machines. It could go over here where the new FEV machine's going. Right? And here's a handbook of instructions because I shall want you to show me how to do it.
Yes,
all right?
look,
Yeah, well, the
before
thing
we
is,
do
we
all-
can't...
Can't
we want
you
to
see the Major's treating me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Mrs. Baxter. Yes? Anything else you wanted?
We wondered if you could manage this weekend without us.
Yes, we'd rather like to go fishing.